Hello, welcome to the video, welcome to the conversation. Today's video is going to be quite short, I imagine. Get straight to the point. I think this conversation is going to speak for itself, really. Today God wanted me to speak about how even in our darkest times, even at our lowest points, when we're going through what seems to be turmoil, pain, harsh times, God is there with us. I'm sorry if the wind's a bit loud right now. God is there with us through all of them times. He's our comfort blanket in them times, whether we choose to feel him or acknowledge him or not. He's always there. He's always wrapping his love and warmth around us. He's always fighting on our behalf. Fighting for us to lean on him. Fighting on us to feel his warmth and feel his love. And no matter what, he's always there. He's always going to be there. He's always wrapping that loving arm around us, protecting us from ourselves more than anything else. But with free will, we decide whether we want to accept or acknowledge or believe that he's there. But knowing that he is there and knowing that he loves us unconditionally and he supports us unconditionally will make those hard times easier. It's just a case of using our free will to tap into that caring energy that's around us, that supportive, loving energy that's always there. He's always trying to offer us a new beginning, offer us a way out of whatever it is that is bothering us at whatever time. And I know it may seem like that's not the case. But life is structured to make us grow, to make us learn through lessons of sometimes hardships. So that's never going to not happen. We're never gonna face zero hardships. That is not what life is. Life is about growth. And it's through those tests and trials and tribulations that God is there. No matter how hard the tests seem, no matter how hard or how low our mood may get. Sometimes we make things harder on ourselves by, feeling sorry for ourselves and feeling like there is no God, because else we wouldn't go through these things. life is going through them things. The more we can remain positive, see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is love, which is God's love, God's support, the quicker we can overcome the obstacles that's thrown in our way. The quicker we can embrace the new beginning that God always presents for us. Every day is a new beginning, every second is a new beginning. We really need to learn to be able to tap into those new beginnings, those fresh perspectives, those portals to jump into our new selves every second of the day, multiple times through every second of the day. We can tap into a whole new realm for each one of those opportunities. And that's where we become our own worst enemy, because we fail to see that. We fail to look at the reality as reality is, and instead we create our own reality in our minds, which is a false reality of being hard done by, being the victim. The only people we can ever be victim to is ourselves and our own thoughts, our own perspectives. Even if others are trying to victimize us. It's our own choice whether we allow ourselves to become victims of those who try to victimize us. God is always trying to take us from choppy waters into calm, serene seas. And he always will do them things. But instead we choose to dwell in that wounded warrior frame of mind. That frame of mind where all we see is the negative around us, all we see is the negative in every situation. And in doing so, we become our own prison guards. We lock ourselves into that prison by thinking in them ways. We need to learn how to look at the positives in every situation. We need to learn how to find happiness in every situation, no matter how dark it may seem. We need to learn how to shine the light in the darkest of places, within ourselves more than anything. As within, so without. If we can learn how to shine our light in moments of darkness, we can actually bring light into our lives and climb out of the darkness just by shining the light within. It has to reflect on the outside. And it's an ongoing thing, it's an ongoing process. It's a skill, and it's a skill that has to be developed. bottom of the deck was the lover's card. On the other side of that, on the other side of learning that skill and exercising that skill until we master it, is union with God. And when we embrace that union with God, it'll make all those times that are inevitably going to happen in the future easier to navigate, easier to accept, until eventually hardships don't even feel like hardships anymore. They just feel like opportunities. Opportunities to grow closer to God, opportunities to develop that inner strength, develop that tenacity and that strong will and that resilience. And that was the message that God wanted me to speak about today. I don't really think there's too much else for me to speak about on that subject. Something I do want to add. I come for a walk every day, and I enjoy walking past fellow walkers, usually during the morning times, and I've noticed a pattern, and it's a pattern that is very prevalent in the world today. I say hello and good morning to everyone I make eye contact with, and by and large the only people that don't say good morning or don't seem to have any desire to be polite seems to be young women, and young women being, you know, women between the ages of, I don't know, maybe 35 and under. There seems to be an arrogance with modern women. I don't know where it comes from. Even if there's a group that I pass and I say hi, everyone will say hi or good morning, or, you know, exchange pleasantries, apart from the young women in the group. And it makes me think out into the world, you know, not on these walks. There seems to be a growing feeling of women thinking or feeling like, I don't know, I don't want to put a label on it, because this isn't an attack, this is more me just expressing an observation that I've seen. It's actually sad to see, with everything that happened in the world in 2020, there seems to be like a distancing between mankind in general, without the way modern women seem to think. I don't know if they think that all men are trying to hit on them or something, or whether they think that they're better than people, or whether they're just really super unconfident. But I don't feel the energy of unconfidence from them. Don't get me wrong, some of them I do. But I feel a energy of arrogance coming from it, in general. Maybe it's a disdain towards men. I don't know. But it's something that we need to work on and we need to try to eradicate within human interactions. I really miss the days of being able to connect with strangers freely. The world's definitely changed. But we're moving into a new world. So I look forward to seeing that unfold within the female population. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. It's been a nice short conversation. Thanks for joining me.